That's life. Eating people. Just like I'm eating this chicken, bitch. Bitches. SOS, right? Of course. What is this resolution? It's square, dude. I'm concerned about that fucking shit. Quieter, bitch. Come on, man. Quieter. What the shit? Okay. What am I gonna do with the fucking bizarre work of fiction? Medical procedures and conditions described herein is imaginary derivative. Fuck you, I'm not finished yet, dude. This work of fiction contains grotesque images that may disturb some viewers. Just select how to just measure space. Do not modify. Okay, dude. Come on, dude. Yeah. What's now? Hey, the regular mass of red bubbles. I don't even know what it means, dude. Shit, a wide trip. Shit, you fucking. Heh. Give instantly. 3 subscribers sit around the table in front of me, selecting filthy sludge from the club that they create wines, growls, and sounds that I cannot describe. Full screen, bitch! Come on! Oh, F. Okay, dude. Motherfucker! I'm gonna set this a little bit smaller. Blah blah. Shit. By listening carefully, I'm able to grasp. Oh my god, come on, this music! Jeez! By listening carefully, I am able to grasp the gist of the conversation and respond to them transparently. It is necessary to avoid arousing their suspicion. However, these creatures may look, they're my friends, apparently. Apparently? What you mean? Are you not sure about that? I wish I could still deny it. Hey, okay. I've seen the description of this game before. I kind of know what it's talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm about. I wish I could still deny it, but I gave it a long time ago. Right after night, I went to sleep, praying into this nightmare. I was awake this morning and in twisted house space as the day before. I don't know, to blend in, as I don't know, so my life in past 3 months. Just died. You can't understand no shit. I can't understand no shit. Come on, man, shut up. Don't try. Judging by his tone, this one is Koji, and the other time is which means that the one is the yo, and there's no longer the treasure one attractive features. I'm about to ignore the rotten stench of excrement that issues from her quivery flesh. This sound, Jesus Christ, inhuman. Everything has changed, or almost everything. By some cruel trick of fate, my relationship to the world alone remains the same. But I think that was the blueprint of my life and rooted out of blood and gore. The monsters and I were part of the same college club. We studied together, ate together, we even went skiing together every winter break. Now these are but painful memories today that will never return. No longer recognized by me, I'm able to disconnect myself from the world. It's comforting to believe that I've been abducted by aliens or that I stumbled through the gateway to hell. But no, this is beyond a doubt the city where I was born and raised, a society that I was part of for 20 years. That I alone can no longer see it away. The world I knew is gone, and that place is called home. Jesus! Holy shit. Oh yeah, also, I know this game for a very long time already, so, like, from I was little, you know? 3 or 4 years old. Dude. Somebody send me money. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Shut up, bitch. Anyway, I can tell that whatever they're talking about is no importance to me. I decided to keep quiet while pretending to listen. Just then, when the flesh beast says, "Sure, blush it out," what do you think? About what? This really is about loathing and behaving normally, but Hall's voice rings its head. They're talking about you're coming too, right? Slimy hole near the top of the crater with this nauseatingly as it vomits some semblance of words. That must be Koji's face, or what I would have seen as much as 3 months ago. Unable to stomach the sight of it. I open my eyes and give a neutral answer. I don't know. You have other plans? Not really. No, closer and closer than companions. One of had a wish to be more. How many nights have I spent just trying to learn this? Come on. This music! What the fuck? Jesus! Resist. Okay, this fucking game. Oh my god. In 3 months my tear ran dry and now there's a loathing left in me, surrounded by hideous creatures that no longer soon are Koji, Umi and Yo. I spend each day trying to act as I always have. If I fail at this, I'll surely be sent back to the hospital. On this time I'll be locked away forever. No, what? I don't know that happened. Kill yourself, that's all. I mean, it's not like physical activity could affect your injuries, right? You have no hope in this world, right? If everybody else know what the fuck you're seeing, either they help you or kill you. I'm not sure. Ask the doctor. They might check up. But I can't look at them with their street any longer. Jumping on my feet just to escape. A spray of stringy slime from the cilia around the voice box flies to me. I try to cover myself, but it's too late to keep the slime from sliding across my face like the other ring. What? I'm not gonna lose it. I want to grab a chair. That's anything we're doing. Smash the life of this creature anyhow. That is the crazy impulse. That isn't wrong. How do they look at me? They're well. I'm the outsider here. Because when check up, gotta go. Gotta go. Struggling to put a smile, I reached into my wallet and put in the first bill. Fine. The table without even looking at it. I didn't care about the change. I'm gonna get out of here now. Later, I'm gonna leave. Flee the cafeteria. I'm not crazy. You are, bitch.
ねえねえ、今度のスキーだけどさ、今年はどっかスケートも遊べるところにしない？ スケート？わざわざスキー場にまで行ってスケート？
Resort to skate.
勘弁してやる。こいつ今そっちに行ったんだ。
Impromptu? What the fuck? Impromptu. Suggestions are nothing new in this case. Role as a boyfriend becomes a boyfriend. They're a good match for each other. These things. Sometimes makes them jealous. Seriously? Never gone skating before. I took her the other day. Really, that's strange. How many people start skating in their 20s? Why would a normal people skate? Just like, why would a normal people race? Drive car? I was scared when I was little. There's shoes just like big knives. That makes sense. But if people are like that, like skiing, you go way forward and angle steer. It's not so easy to figure it out as you try. Normal lovers do. I fucking so losers. They're like liners, dude.
Love the piercing. Oh, lose the piercings. Oh, never mind.
That's certainly not aroused jealously. It's been bad. Oh well. Yeah, of course. Upbeat, trying to cover internal conflict. She knows it's wrong to envy her friends. She too will be spending time with the man she admires. Another terrible tragedy that befell him. He has true misfortune. Her bad luck doesn't begin to compare. So what about?
今度のスキー旅行ついでにスケート旅行にしちゃえば
Can
2倍
you
美味しく楽しいってわけよ
tie your clothes, bitch? It will be twice as fun.
でもさ
But you can skate at the
スケー
skating
トは
rink,
スケ
can't
ート
you?
リンクに行けば
Why
できる
go
じ
all
ゃ
the
な
way
い
to the ski
わざわ
resort?
ざスキー場に行ってまでやる
Why? Wait a minute.
だか
I
ら
want to skate
屋内じゃな
indoors.
くて
I
さ
want to
屋
skate outside
外
on a
ス
lake
ケ
or
ート
something.
凍った湖とかで滑れるところ
That sounds fun. It's gonna be crowded. What the fuck? Just say you don't like it, dude. You raise some questions to let somebody think and, therefore doubt it. That's impossible. They think about it always. I tried a million times. No time worked. While speaking, on his sideway glanced at the young man sitting next to him. Although the conversation had involved only 3 people so far, there in fact 2 couples at the time to share Gary's boyfriend. Though there's some doubt over whether he could be called that. It's beside her, as the silence of a statue. What do you think? Well, isn't what the shit? I thought the noise is made because I pressed a million keys on my ThinkPad and it just beeps at me. I think that's the beep sound, dude. About what? The ears in stress. Response to just sudden query of the vague mumble question of the room. Not about it. What's a ski trip? You're coming too, right? Gingerly. What? Probing a tumor a few months ago, he would not have hesitated to rebuke familiarly for his attitude. The long acquaintance has forged a strong and honest friendship, but now, I don't know. Bluntly, downcast eyes and sullen demeanor, making clear that he has no desire to break his silence. Any plans? Really? It's a little like the outside version of the, of the last scene. The fucking fleshy thing. Flashing scene. Fleshy scene. What does you have breaking through the shell? The scars of events they summonate. That's pretty interesting. Seeing the other perspective. Not only the flashy, it's not physical, actually the injuries, right? Oh, sure. Check that. As soon as that answer drained the lungs of the patients, everybody will share. What the fuck? Because you can be down and rising to try to solve it. Maria swiftly throwing his hand over his face as if to shield herself from some experiment. Okay. Average position. Beyond the pale. What? You don't know? I said friends who don't know the fucking sickness? What the hell? Even as he tosses money on the table to pay for his coffee, yet like he's touching something filthy. It is. Human is filthy. We only stands outside the cafeteria, almost as if we're running away. Clothed in the heavy silence, the remaining 3 lowered their gaze to the table, where the abandoned 10,000 yen bill sways forlornly. His coffee is untouched. So take this in. His side because he shakes his head. Just need a little more time. 3 months, bitch. What is his attitude? You're crazy around me. I don't know what it's going through either. I don't can. Can you imagine losing the whole family like that? Oh, is this a fucking car accident? Or fucking, I can't remember. I last time checked on somewhere else. I forgot about it. Screwing anyone up. It could have happened to anyone. A tractor trailer flipped over on the highway. Pushing this is turning the car into twisted scrap. They said it has been difficult to tell the bodies of Louis' parents apart. trailer. Crashed the car. Jesus Christ. Can you fucking believe it? It's like fucking tires. You know, that car accident, that tires just fly through the highway and just hit onto somebody's car, and the car just blew up and shit. Jeez. For a while, I had no hope for Emily either. It was nothing short of a miracle that she was able to leave the hospital and return to a normal life. It was one that he's in the hospital, remember? The grandfathers know who you are. Tied in bed. You sound so bad. Just glad he made it this far. There's something to be strange about it. What's with the way he looks at us? It's like we're not even human. Cut out, bitch! Forcefully. Probably less out of empathy with his friend than out of consideration for Yo. His kindness made her happy. I also noticed that she mustn't take damage of it. Not as a victim, just as victim. This is what he said. He was the one who most deserved sympathy. The villains are familiarly are her problem, and no one else's. He doesn't blame anyone for not giving her an answer after she worked up the courage to ask him out. In fact, she thinks even more fondly of him for his serious consideration of her feelings that she would have had he treated their relationship casually. Apparently, the fact that Finley did not reject her was enough to make them a couple in Koji and Omisai. They've had plenty of fun at Yo's and Finley's spin since. The truth of it, though, is that he still hasn't given her an answer. After revealing her feelings to him, they didn't see Finley again until a week later, as she could only stare at his broken body through the window of the ICU. I was finally released after 50 days that seems an eternity. It was somehow different. Turns out the romance of the accident. I was just coming, I was getting in the cold, lonely air. Okay, whatever. Dr. Temple recorded Yoko has never had a more troublesome patient. He has a lot of characters though, dude. I mean, no, nothing to speak of. I'm afraid of jump scares, dude. Like, just, playing the game, and then suddenly it changed to the gore fucking scene. The fleshy scene. I'm afraid of that. The hard and flash was tossed clearly to the air. It's like experiencing an empty room. Orders a surgeon, not a psychiatrist. But even she can sense the thickness of the wall that he has erected between himself and the world. And nausea, dizziness, or hallucinations. No, you're a bitch. Well, Sakisawa appears to be looking at Yoko. His gaze is actually aimed a fraction down at his side. He is only superficially engaged in the conversation. When it's true, it is an interest in solid total rejection. Well, she can't interview him like this. Yoko sighs and sits her shot to say. The procedure received at the hospital was the latest in experimental neurosurgery. It's one of the really. You're not gonna pay now? Treatment was through the use of medical machines. A procedure available in Japan exclusively here at the University Medical Center has been the only way to save Sakisawa's immunity from a cerebral constitution that should have been fatal. With any experimental treatment, there is always the risk of unexpected complications. Of course. This is his lips twisted. Like, tell the fucking truth, right? You're improving the technology here. Maybe there's a bug in this fucking technology, and human needs to fix it. And you can just make so many people's life better, right? So the familiar's lips twisted slightly in what might be a mocking smile. But gone before Ryoko can discern its meaning. Normally I would never say anything to frighten a patient. But there have been reports of serious neurological disorders post-surgery. We must continue to monitor your condition carefully. Hence these weekly checkups, if only he could take them a little more seriously. How's the MRI? This is abruptly, as the typical so start. MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, as a way for doctors to examine the brain in detail without opening the patient's skull. Surprised by Sakisa's uncommon technical knowledge, recalls his profile. Hey, that's right, you're a medical student, aren't you? That anomaly you're worried about should show up on the MRI, right? Did you find anything? No. There's nothing, not the slightest hint of abnormal activity. For a procedure with such a low rate of success, the results have been nothing short of miraculous. However, something still bothers Yoko. She can't shake the feeling that she's hiding something beneath his guarded exterior. Some terrible weight on his soul, perhaps. But this is an inorganic bitch. This is an inorganic problem, then there's nothing she can do as long as she refuses to explain it. I stayed. No. I'm fine, doctor. On my own for over 3 months without any problems. What could go wrong, huh? What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Please, you know that continued observation is required after these difficult surgeries. You have to trust us a little more. Because you're right. I don't want to trust you, doctor. When it comes to you, say anything? Oh, of course. You got answers. Smiling to cover up the irritation. Wait, what? Irritation. This is exactly the same question doing the FF. Fast forward, right? Well then, let's really I really learned anything about okay. I'm going to answer before hardens the matter of a smile. I believe the patient is worried about someone whom he has no business knowing. If you don't mind me asking, what does other guy have to do with your treatment? Just told me to trust you, and you're not keeping secrets? Because used to patients treating her without hostility. After all, some degree of paranoia is natural when dealing with someone who holds your life in her hands. However, she doesn't see the short-sighted impatience that other patients exhibit. Its demeanor. Demeanor is really calm, almost like a detective questioning a suspect. He left this hospital some time ago. I never had any contact with him myself. You know where he left? It's because of the personal necessity. The only hesitation is gone. Having decided to analyze the lie, I have trouble dealing with a straight face. Rather than I just okay. You know him? Do you know that also the acid on anything? No. I realize his answer may be too quick. She should have acted more surprised. I really close relative to this. It was she who asked me to find him. Relative? Frown. This is a frown. I don't know if I had any relatives. Oh, who told you that? I have a nurse. You just claim to have no contact with the man. I see. The doctor was famous enough for nurses to gossip about him. There's an unusual man out here, but no one really actually uses it. Edna told me she can brush away the smile. He can't see your smile anyway. You're a fucking whore. Meatball. Sakisaga seems to have finally grasped the mood. However, as his strangely stiff tone softened a little. Plus, I also must find a way. There's a girl who lost without him. Who's lost without him? Can you help me? It's something the police should handle. Although she makes it sound like the obvious suggestion is actually risky gamble. For guys, Mexico's Masayuko's disappearance become a police matter. The university will be investigated. Everyone who is involved in this will be in disclosure. And of course, that includes Yoko herself. She knows, however, that Sakisaga is unlikely to go to police. Visibly, his excuse is obviously a lie. They already made sure that Ogai had no relatives who might come looking for him, which is why they could bury the truth of what happened. But then, how did something like a mere patient learn about Ogai? I'd be happy to help, but there's no word from Dr. Ogai since he resigned last April. I can only assume that he is gone by extended vacation. I see. Expecting resistance, Rico is surprised when Sakita backs down. Still worried about his condition, and the mysterious link between him and Ogai, which Sakiko is only making him more uneasy. But as long as he doesn't open up to her, there's nothing she can do. After a brief pause, Ryoko writes progress good. Sakita's chart for today. At next week's appointment, as before, wishing I finished, Sakita is gone. That's rude. Never mind. Someone sprayed the walls with pig guts from ceiling to floor. What color should the walls of hospitals should be? White, of course, and to the creature's rotten flesh shuffling around me. I'm sure this hallway looks just as white as it should. I know, intellectually, that the walls are white. I know that the flesh beasts are really human. I'm the one with the problem, because I've accepted this, that I'm able to lead something approaching a normal life. Even if my university medical department is nowhere near as good as T universities, I'm still a medical student specializing in neurology. I have a basic idea of what has happened to me, though it's hard to believe. This isn't a pathological condition. This is probably some agnosia, unlike anything that I've ever studied before. Fleshbeast called Tamboryuko said that other patients had developed neurological disorders after receiving the same treatment. I did, so I guess I'm just another failure. It makes me want to laugh and oh no, it's all does his face. That said, I don't blame the doctors who operated me. After all, I do owe them my life. I know as well as anyone how the chance of success was, and that I had no other hope of survival. Jeez, dude. I was unlucky, that's all there is to it. The point is that my condition isn't treatable. It's like someone adapting to a hearing aid or wheelchair. I have no choice but to adapt to this nauseating scenery. Of course it's hot. Jesus Christ. Wait a minute. Jesus. My eyes and feet just see as little horrifying words as I hurry home. It sounds like your home isn't a terrible place, eh? I live in a quite suburban neighborhood, in a house that's much too large for me alone. My parents, even unluckier than I was, died in an accident 3 months ago. I couldn't even go to the funeral for being in intensive care. I had to sell my father's business, but at least that left me with the house and enough money to live on for a while. Of course I'm sad, but the accident took from me more than my parents. In fact, being on my own has probably saved me. If they were still alive, my parents would never have allowed me to live with some strange girl after all. There's someone at the door, a bright voice reading in the kitchen. The voice is beautiful as clear as bell. Human! It freezes. Someone washes the cat's gadget in the mirror. I must say. And a pair of feet coming down the hallway. Does your father give the girl to you? Oh, weird fucking that doctor. In the patter of the feet coming down the hallway is music to my ears. Nowhere else in the city can I hear much footsteps. All in this house with Shia. Am I so privileged? You're late. I was a little worried. Sorry, I had to stop by the hospital today. Oh, that was today? That was today? The smile and the tilt of the head is everything that I've lost. So my accident, the girl is the only person I met. Perhaps the only person in the entire world who does not trigger my cognitive disorder. True, his skin seems too white, and the color of her eyes and hair are probably different in reality. But even so, her form is undeniably human. You know, something about human is they only want to trust the thing that they wanted to trust. So he might. What is this noise, dude? Is the music? Okay, never mind. What I want to say is she. Wait, cat, bitch. So she probably realized that this girl in reality isn't quite good. He just don't believe it. Was probably different in reality. Eyes and hair? They're still considering about eyes and hair? There's no considering about the fucking limbs and, you know, inside. Human. As much as the appearance of voice was with her. I was bent down into my shoes, every left arms around my neck, pulling me gently into a tiny bosom. Her skin was truly human, not cold or slimy, and from her hair wafted the sweet fragrance. Shut up, bitch! Wafted the sweet fragrance of a young girl. And the world's only sight is pleasing to my five senses. What's more, she smiles at me, embraces me. You know, the salvation. She is my salvation, and for some reason it is happy that I need her. If I had not met Saya, if I had been all alone in this twisted, filth-ridden world, I would no doubt have succumbed to madness. It's no exaggeration to say that Saya alone is keeping me alive. What did you do today? We're in the living room, playing half done. Making your dinner like you learn from the TV. That's good. Painting. That's interesting. What the fuck, dude? Wait, look at me. Sounds good. What's that fucking face, dude? I'll take a lot longer. Can you wait? Sure, I'll do some more work in the living room. I see the hummings out of the kitchen. I'll tell you the living room. Why is it green? Why is it fucking green? The one day the natural colors were the sickening. I paint over the colors that seems pleasant. When the hardware store I bought every color of paint I could find. That's out, and I tried different combinations until we found it worked. After painting the bedroom from the ceiling to the floor, I was finally able to get my first good night's sleep since that accident. When we first started on the living room side, I was unsure what to do with the curtains. Just painted them carefully around the windows. Without a moment's hesitation, I tore the curtains down and painted over the glass itself. There will never be anything out there I'd want to see, and as long as we keep the storm shutters closed, the neighbors probably won't think anything of it. It's ready. Over here. And the living room tried food. Sarah sniffs the air. The paint smells doesn't bother you? I mentioned it. That's the first time paint thinner might be building up in this closed room. It doesn't really bother me though. I thought what smells outside. Hey, bother you, Sarah? I'm fine if you are. This is on the table, unfortunately. Shut up! No, stop, bitch! Now food elsewhere is different. That's it. Routine. I steal myself and mentally transport the food into my mouth. The gut-wrenching and disgusting, but successful. I'm sure that she made it exactly like the cooking show said, and just that my taste buds can't accept it. It's not good? Or no? Lionel makes Sarah happy. They have a condition. Learn about it, make something different tomorrow. You should know what's happening, right? You know, there's a trouble with cooking, but if I keep trying, maybe I'll find something I like. In my current state, it's nothing more than unwelcome duty. As much as I hate it, I need food to survive. If I stay alive, then probably one day I say I'll be able to taste something delicious again. Let's say I didn't I? Did they eat? I already ate. Time being together. What? You ate your neighbor? Because they're together, and never wants to eat it with me. I don't know why she's refused to do so. I think it's sad. Inhuman action. I'm not. The next thing she will do is to open her face into 4 lids and eat you up, dude. So I'm not about to push the issue. You know, when she's putting up with all the problems I have. By the way, I saw your father again. Father? It's your side father, it's only read it. They have asked me to unroll. Mysteries. Father? How's that father? Okay. Ah, God. 2 possibilities. 1. Another woman give birth to she. Give birth to she. Or give birth to her. And then it's not a human. Or 2nd, she is humanly created creature. And the doctor just escaping, right? Or guy. Just escaping from her. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Oh. Rejected. Have given up, have you? No. Unreadable expressions, not that. Give it a little shave your head and smile with my skin. What are you doing me, bro? Not bad, but it's done to me. And a meal and stuff is just a clean play. I really taste what I think of the cat that's surrounding my everybody. Is it bath time? What the fuck? Sure. It's a serious movie, having my own wife. Dude. Why are you so cute to me? What the fuck? It should be. Ah, oh, motherfucker. Lads taught me. What? Smelling around the sausage and skin ones. I'm sure it's stuck here. Are you crying? Sit far from me. I understand it. I just want to myself, you know, I can't let you say. I'm tired of ranking. Training that bodies will melt together and never apart. Tell me please, what do we do with them? I'm afraid. Once upon a time, I saw it's mentioned to her. He is just another. Ah, yeah. I will leave you. Why? Why me? Why? You're not alone. Say something again. Just like me. You wanna know why? You should probably know why. Sorry, voice resonates in my own. The deep loneliness in my eye, loneliness from which now springs boundless affection. You're all I have. In the whole wide world, only you will embrace me. Watch your tone, girl. Now I know. No matter what horrors the will leave among me, I need to say. Okay, yeah. Bitch. It's 10 minutes of talking today. Nothing will happen as long as she hesitates. It will only prolong her suffering. Time is just a cardinal scale. 4th period. On Tuesday is biology. This is one chance to see familiarly. As a required course of many students, the lecture is held in a large hall that can seat well over 200. But since the room is usually only half full, it is really difficult for Yo to find the seat she wants. Yo prefers to sit near the center, where it's easier to hear the professor or the student from grade 8 in his this area for the same reason. We usually sit beside her. Although, given the ambiguous state of their relationship, she knows better than to take this for granted. Still, she tries to save a seat whenever possible. The classroom isn't crowded today, so Yo is able to... Shit. He was able to set her bag... Motherfucker. Anyone, but when the professor arrives at the usual time to start class, there is no sound from the noise. After waiting for about 10 minutes, he scans furtively from his bed. What the fuck? Scratch me, bitch! Sitting alone in the far back corner. She miss Yo when to come in? No, she couldn't have. And besides, no serious student would willingly sit so far away from the front. The miserable Yo slides her back over to herself. Miserable. Look out the door, the moment class ends. Yo barely managed to catch up with them before the hallway. Jerks! You? Jerk. You would think she just screamed at him. What? Face to face, painfully aware of how much weight Minori has lost. His sunken eyes have a far cry from the features familiar to her. She wonders whether she's under a lot of stress or perhaps not getting enough nutrition. Maybe it's better. Imagine that you eat shit, and you can only eat shit. Can you be nutritious? Hey, bitch! Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Imagine if you can only eat shit every day. You'll be nutrition rich? Rich of nutrition? I don't think so, bro. Let's see it this way. What could have changed himself? Then she reminds herself of kindling the flame of the courage in her heart. I wanted to have some time. What about no? Watch out. This background image feels like an actual picture, a real life picture, but some filters on it, dude. Is this common? I don't think so. I only seen it in mods. Game mods, low cost thing. Yeah. They was willing to see in chat in cold November air. Why is November again? Last time something I played was connected with November either. So what's it? Do you remember? Oh, that's a question, but I don't remember. After straightly, we're wrong there. Well, what happened? His mouth eyes is nothing, but even that seems still stiff and forced. He's even standing precisely one pace farther away from her than she used to. Is that really all? What more do you want? Okay, dude, explain some shit. It's like you're struggling something. Yeah? Rather as long as runs his toe in the dead grass at his feet. Fearing that his determination might flag, Yo lets the will come as it may. It's like there's a terrible weight on your shoulders, and it's slowly breaking you. That's how you look to me. Oh, really? Mutters through clenched teeth. No longer trying to deny it or change the topic, this is a clear signal of rejection that his pride and evasiveness. Because the is so strong today, at least she went back down. It's times like these, in times that you need your friends. Exactly, that was what I'm talking about. This kind of shit. I've read about our parents, but they're not alone. They really made this good. You know, saying that you're not alone. You have our friends, monsters, obviously. Just change back to the community's sight, vision, in this kind of topic. I have, I mean, you have us, that kind of shit. That's just terrifying. Oh, come on! I'm gonna help you so you don't have to deal with it all by yourself. Even if I want, can't do anything. Just talking to us might make you feel better. I want to help you. So please tell. Shut up, bitch. Stop it, boy. Luna shouts, silencing ears to see. Reminds herself that she wouldn't back down, but who knows, this expression is terrible enough to shatter her resolve. Liz's eyes are not anger about the one-blooded emotion. It's hate. Murderously cold hate. Come to think of it, I never gave them an answer to that. Remember, yes. Yes, this is repeated as slowly. This is the answer they needed. This is a stab any deeper. She might very well die inside. I'm sorry there's a special way before, but in asked me out, I wasn't sure how to respond. I didn't know how it really felt you then. But now I can give you an answer. I got plenty of time to think it over, I hate you. So I don't know, look at you. Don't cry. Right. That was too much, I hope never see you again. We were the game school. This has been the last time you see him, okay? You guys are sick. Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, it's acceptable when you thinking that he was seeing shit, hallucinating. I mean, so cruel. That Nike sign, Nike, dude. To which twist her lips in a malevolent smile. To really try thinking for yourself once in a while. I bet you were just egged by Omi and Koji, won't you? Well, you can play at your love all you want, but leave me out of it. That's all Yo can take. Even after shedding tears in front of him, she absolutely refused to let him hear her and cry. Any disgrace would be preferable to break down here. So she runs, fleeing breathlessly from the courtyard with Flamingo's cold smile on her back. Look at this man's smile, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, I was the first to catch sight of Yo and Flamingo leaving for the courtyard. Nothing to impress them, but still unwilling to leave them alone. Korean and Omi, watching the whole thing from the shadows. Asshole. Throughout the exchange, Omi was clearly itching to jump out and punch Flamingo in the face, knowing her temper. Koji kept firm the hold of her until the end. If he hadn't, she might very well have done it. Then leaves as we go. So every step seeming to take an act of willpower. Koji sighed heavily into a once more empty courtyard, but she bit a taste and not go away. What's wrong with it? Can't forgive Flamingo. Confusion or anger. Koji has known Flamingo since this guy, dude, can't think. Never this cruel before. No question how to ask him to change him. Don't let this go, Koji. I don't want to, but what am I gonna do? Hit it on the side watch. Shout, red with free. Satisfied to have given a piece of my mind. That makes me feel better. Well, me feel better. We're your best friends. I thought it was the relationship between Koji and Omi that brought the other two together. But his anger is only natural. And it's falling in love. Yeah, exactly. You fucking serious? You think, hey, you think you can help? Why think you can help when his girlfriend can help? Who the fuck are you, dude? What the fuck you can help with, huh? Messing shit around. I can't yell me, probably get hurt. Need someone to be nice to. What can I say now, huh? You're really believing. What to say? You're really. Yeah, whatever. This is a USB microphone. Okay. Anyway, take care of good with me. You must be really trusting that guy and that girl, isn't it? To handle a girl to a boyfriend? Sure. Shall we sweet jobs? Sweet jobs? You know how I am. I'm trying to comfort her, I'm making it worse. You're comforting her. Make it worse? Still making... oh my god. The protagonist. You're making the protagonist worse? You're killing him. Yeah, bitch! I mean, no. No, I don't. Hey! Let's go easy, okay? I don't know if the one is mood getting worse. Holy heck, off the front here. I love the music. I feel awful, miserable, but also refreshed. I finally crossed the line. I knew it would be some crashing down like this sooner or later. Having become unable to feel anything but disgust for other people, there was no way I could hope to maintain the relationships I'd had before the accident. This incident would definitely get back to clicking on me, but I wasn't convinced. I had a major change of character. Honestly, I didn't care anymore. At least I probably won't get into it for us. I just need to avoid acting a stranger like I ever have. If this puts a rift between me and the others, good. The thought of all the stress I'll avoid brings a smile to my lips. I'm fed up with them sticking their noses into my life. It's like they don't care what they make my guts turn just by being near me. I've been terrified of them until now, but today I struck fear into one of them. In that sense, it's something of a relief. But I'm not entirely without remorse with that happened. It wasn't just demolished with the verbal equivalence of a nuclear bomb used to make my friend go. If my senses don't believe it, my mind accepts the theory. I don't have any particular grudge against Yo herself, and I didn't want to hurt her. In retrospect, perhaps I should have just ignored her outright. Yo was an attractive girl. I certainly didn't think badly of her. To be honest, though, I was kind of annoyed that they didn't only try to stay together. I felt like they were toying with me, and Yo seemed solely oblivious to the fact that she was dancing to their tune. Her cluelessness was irritating. Okay, so that's some backstory. Even pre-gore. Stop it! You know, pre-gore vision, it was like this. There's no way that could be better. What the fuck? Oh, back then I didn't have any reason to hurt others, just get out of my way. And I had a casual relationship with Yo, with a circle of friends together. I was willing to make that compromise. Now, however, there's no room in my heart for such a sense. I've merely talking to someone is an ordeal. Now, how can I be expected to show them kindness? The ruminations have left me exhausted. I only return to Sarah as soon as possible. The thing about the patch trains and a crowded downtown between here and home sat my spirit. Catching sight of my nearby bench, I sit down and close my eyes so hard as the world. Can't do anything about the stink or the noise. But at least I get on my nerves and enough to rest. When I regained consciousness in the children's hospital ward, the world was thousand now. Now I recovered my sight, even though often I'm damaged. I mean, after I fell of the captain. Mine was sharp, and now I know that my suffering then was nothing after all. My sense of hearing, touch, taste, and smell was fine at the time. Recovery began, and sights returned. Once more mercy was I had to. But what is that? Oh my. New surgery. Oh, still blind. I was just saw the nightmarish hospital and the blood-curdling shapes of the doctors and nurses, but I soon guessed its cause. It chills me to think of what might have happened if I recovered my sight along with my consciousness. Suddenly awakening in what can be described as hell. With no doubt I lost my eyes suddenly. My disorder spreads to the sense of touch, taste, and smell. As it turns out, sight expresses tremendous symbolism of the four senses. That's kind of true. I've experienced it. This is my food. This is my bed sheet. The fragrance of my get well flowers. Oh. Okay, never mind. So people send them flowers, okay. Options are barely foul as my eyes said they should be. Eventually, when the doctor's voice became unrecognizable as human, I had to kill myself. I didn't believe for a second I was in the same world. This is what I tell my Isaiah. One hour of thinking of painless way to die, I found myself struggling to sleep, drifting between the nightmares of my dreams and the nightmare of reality, and I noticed inside my room. Next thing I knew, there was a face staring down at me from next to my bed. There was a nail covered in pus or slime or earthworm like feelers. I had smooth white cheeks, brown eyes, a lovely little nose, all things I have never expected to see again. If it was that of a girl, undeniably human and positively girl and beauty. I thought it was a magician savoring the first piece of joy since regaining my sight. Then I was about to such a reaction, apparently. You frighten me? He asked. I'm friendly! She asked. The clock, so it was exactly 3 in the morning. There's only a young girl to be alone at the hospital. Perhaps she has better me to mistake for this. But I'm not scared. I would not have cared if she had been a ghost. Either way, she was a godsend. Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm Zaya. I'm with my dad. I assumed that she was the daughter of the late shift doctor of another patient. I was unusual, but I'm not unthinkable for such a girl to be wandering around the hospital. It's no fun, I'm not scared. Wait. Don't leave. As long after she turned around, next. Well, the eyes reel me in. The white haze is clouding my mind. I saw the film of shit from her sense. I should do this a girl, but only one I can ask. No one's own privacy out of the words come as they willed. Let me hold your hand. It is completely fit with a smile as you just found your toy from after the fire. Her the sun. You're strange. I've been anything like that before. Even so carefully, I thought catching snowflakes, I pressed my palm against hers. Give me a moment. She was there, just beyond the palm of my hand. I knew that this is the moment I was saved from my fate. This is the first time in weeks that I've touched someone I feel in their omen. What? Oh shit. Never mind. What? I can't touch anyone else. The next thing, outside of the surgery, I can't see the human anymore. How mysterious. You're interesting, she said. Winding her fingers gently around me. Mine. Gonna come back tomorrow night? Yes, of course, but is it dangerous? Don't worry. The night belongs to me. The night belongs to me. So a renaissance began. So I come to my room every night at 3 a.m. Carefully taking advantage of the duty nurse's shift change. I was astonished to learn that she was living inside the hospital. It's so big that I never run out of place to hide, she said, answering my surprise with a nonchalant smile. Nonchalant. Fucking god, I have bad English. She had been living in the suburbs, her father told me, until one day she suddenly stopped coming home. You know why? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, she's tired of waiting for his return. You know what? He's probably gonna buy milk. After she had tired of waiting for his return, so I had decided one night to sneak into the hospital where he'd worked, and then she lived for over 2 months, searching for his whereabouts all the while. Didn't you have to go to school? My dad told me everything I need to know. I'm really smart. It was a strange girl, on the other hand. Oh my god! My throat hurts! Jesus! Talked like an innocent child. On the other, she was remarkably self-reliant and at times exhibited a sharp intelligence and deep knowledge that many may have found necessary. I didn't care. I was the only other human in the world that got mad. This meant far more to me than the standard of society. I have to worry about might get caught. No, I don't have to worry about food here. It's a lot more fun than staying in Dad's house by myself. Other the patient one of the mental problems. Sometimes sitting in a room and together in the rear club and believe mental patient safe. This is precious stuff of a fat tree. Confession reminds me that the hospital was famous for its ghost stories. Who could have imagined that there was actually a real girl empathy roaming these hallways? So that's why you came to the math this time? Yeah, sorry, after math. Well, her parents were hardly praiseworthy. I couldn't bring myself to scold her for the very thing that had brought us together. You didn't do it anymore. You shouldn't do it anymore. Well, you come tell me instead. Yeah, that was fun with me too. Look at his eye. There's no life in it. With extreme care, I was able to conceal my sensory disorder. It was glaringly obvious that the doctors had no way to cure me, and the fact that I undergone still experimental procedure made me even more cautious. As a medical student, it was easy for me to imagine how the doctors would react if they discovered an eye, especially exhibiting such unusual side effects. I was not about to become a guinea pig, a mere specimen to be examined with clinical detachment. Until I hid my discomfort and loathing behind a mask of normalcy, convincing the doctors that any signs of stress were merely a result of hospitalization. What's that? Hospitalization. Sales my support. Looking forward to the nightly visit. Gave me the strength to endure my daily torture. Hope can make an enormous difference in the patient progress. With the aid of my secret nurse, I recovered at the pace that left the doctor stunned. And last night before my release, I summoned my courage and asked her, I'm gonna stay here forever. Yeah, couldn't learn anything about my bad. It's not like I have anywhere else to go. I guess I'll stay here. Mountain and hide. She had no reason to stay. Why not stay with me? Huh? Family's gone. I found a room. You need to hide, and it's not a bad place to live. I'm gonna look at you. I was afraid to ask her what she thought of that, so I hastily offered a deal. In exchange, I'll help you look for your father. I'll find him no matter what. It's gonna be hard. So I probably did something bad and had to leave the hospital. Created you. Now there are police involved, so you have to be discreet as possible. I don't want to know myself the truth. Sorry, fuck you. Be well done. But after a few moments of silence, she said, "You know, time." Then my room elevator show. Smell as I accepted the hideous, foul-smelling celebratory banquet. A flesh beast calling them Koji, Omi, and Yo came to pick me up. Though they had come to see me many times during my stay, it never got easier to see my friends change so horribly. My sullen tears of despair drew suspicion, but I managed to explain them away as tears of joy. While we walked to Koji's car, I looked desperately for Celia amid the grotesque queer scenery. As we drove away, I've been watching the hospital fade in the distance, praying for the last glimmer of hope. It wasn't ever good. On occasion, to drop me off because of our surroundings. I lived my teen life in this block in this house. There was no other place I could walk home. But there was what I remembered. Jeez. Around the path of the front door and the yard and spent my childhood. I could feel those memories being defilled by the twisted festering shape around. Okay, wait. So you're not concerning about your parents, and you're concerning about this first? You're not... Actually, you know what? That's kind of reasonable. Anyway, fuck. I like how I feel nothing familiar, nothing to offer me comfort and warmth. What I had once called home was now a whole other world. I have no home. It was with self-pity. It was one lost of me. Almost nailed to having to my coffin. There was a room that had crowd on my foot. Were papered human entrails. The bed, a tangled metal floor. No, that matters. Yeah, I thought about a bed and a dead cat beside her. I stood there in shock. She looked at me in his high and weak voice said, "Are you this day?" Someone was swinging her in my arms, embracing her tightly so I didn't ask his face. And Laura says, when she arrived at the secretary's house, and first had a deep breath to calm herself. Of the anger, the flashback, and why say that so fucking... Never mind. Her anger does not vanish entirely, of course, but at least now she can hear herself think. While waiting for a response from the intercom, she looks over the patch of yard that she can see from outside the gate. Naomi isn't normally one to complain about other people's housekeeping, but this is going too far. The grass is growing wild, and there are piles of dead leaves scattered everywhere. It doesn't just look untended, it looks like an uninhabited ruin. It's getting light out. It's so light out. Where a window has a storm shutter slightly sealed. Naomi guessed that they've been closed since morning. The kind of light familiar with knitting. Even if he's living alone, she can't neglect his housework forever. And just imagination, or does something stink like rotten meat? It couldn't be coming from the yard, could it? Sire. There's still no response, so she presses the buzzer for a second time, and a third, and the fourth. Finally, after it's gone for 10 times, the patient lives in the cover. As she expected, the power has been disconnected. The familiar has a good reason for shutting out the world, but Ami can only see if the lack of respect for others. Her anger rekindled. Through the gate, but stormed through the yard front door. Instead of the intercom, she doubted that familiar was responsive to a knock, so Ami decided to simply open the door and go in shouting. Though Slot should have had to, sprang the door in her hand and enraged. Elmi finds herself throwing the door open wider than she intended. Was her instantly assaulted by choking stench. What's a smell? And it's down through the threshold. The cowbell hanging on the side of the door crying loudly a moment later. Wow! Jesus! Emma can't believe her here. There's a could not have been human, yet there's not an issues with too complex for any animal to imagine. What was this fucking... What? Music. What's that supposed to mean? What's that click noise supposed to mean, you fucking bitch? I'm gonna save. Should be empty. Whoa, fuck. Well, here's my food. Are you gonna eat this while I'm playing this goddamn game? Yeah, I could try that. Don't eat my food, bitch. Ah, shit. Fuck me, saying your nerves on the edge, arm yourself. You see my fucking action? I'm afraid of it. Seriously. The floor creaks, Staying inside the house makes it with her out of the kitchen. Bubbling sound. What the hell? This is really fucking terrifying. Half-diced carrot. Decomposing fruit. Read it yourself, bitch! The kitchen must be where the strange voice comes from. So many colors. You know what? I don't know. Her neck. Hands fly to her neck, but it's greeted by another drop of chilly slime. Above the sun, they're dripping down her head. I'm not gonna see it, bitch! Blurred growth CGs. Predator clinging to the ceiling, poised to leap upon its prey. She sees it in every detail. What the? Her mouth and nose are sealed before she can scream, and her belly is torn open when something enters to feast on her innards. But by the time she feels any of this, gone mad. Oh wait. I'm not gonna do that, bitch. Come on, I want the gore scene. I just don't want to see somebody else in the gore scene. I don't know how to say it. I bit the bullet and tried to take the train, but the rush hour crowded were so bad that get off halfway and work. I hope she's not mad. Something smells strange. They're not unpleasant. Aroma is quite soothing. In fact, it reminds me of Silas' hair. So far as I'm seeing in the living room, the floor is covered by what the kind of grass.
Saya.
Oh, yeah. Shade her.
何を食
これは
べ一ついい
That's life. Eating people. Just like I'm eating this chicken, bitch. Momental. I mean, monumental. Strange texture, soft and pliable like a peach or a pear. When I bite into it with my back teeth, a succulent juice fills my mouth. Combined with a sharp, strong fragrance. It's not like anything I've tasted. How do you make this? What did you use?
調理ってことのことがさばいてからちょっと溶かして食べやすくしただけでほとんど生に
Ah! Sucker. So you eat human. Okay. Ah, bitch. It's chicken! I'm not gonna eat the chicken so soon. I'm gonna eat the pizza first. This chicken is so fucking shit. No, I mean not the chicken is shit, but the thing I was watching while eating this chicken is pretty shit. So yeah. Papa John. Don't stop with me. Oh, different lump. Fruity flesh around the hard core. Hearing a sound in my mouth, I find that a similar taste to the last one. Okay, that's a... Even I can eat. That is good. Really? Dumbstruck.
そうなんだ
Well, that's trouble.
こういうの
さやってい
Would
つ
you
も
eat,
こういうの
always eat?
こんな大物は久しぶり
Though
だ
it's
け
been
ど
a while since I've had one so big,
近
I
所の
usually
公
catch
園
them
と
in
か
the nearby...
取ってくれるやつ
What the fuck? Don't eat my garbage! That's the McDonald's I last time ate. Impressive nature preserved not too far from here. I've never heard about fruits like these growing there. Looks like fruit to me. They're really something else.
ごめんね
I already ate the best part.
いいよ
That's okay.
また今度で
What's that?
で明日から一緒に食事
Really happy, I'm happy too, of course. Eating with someone is much more fun than eating alone. Makes the food taste better too.
まだ
Just a
まだ
plan
いっぱい
with
あるし食べきれない
I'll keep chilled for 2
3日
Stop!
ちょっと味は落ちるんだけどね
Son of a bitch. So plan left. Keep chilled for 2 or 3 days. That wouldn't taste as good.
じゃあ
Better start putting it away. Seeing the small fruits in Tupperware and the large ones in pots and bowls. Then I store the remaining food in the refrigerator. Then tomorrow's dinner filled me with anticipation. Feel a little. Regain the joy of living. So guide me with how I can live on. That's pretty terrifying. What? I'm gonna select True Scary Stories, Hospital Edition. Chapter 4, The Monster in the University Hospital. A research student relates his shocking experience at Tokyo's most prestigious hospital, would you believe it or not? Strange things started happening at the hospital around last spring. It began with the patients waking up in the middle of the night, screaming. They all spoke of terror and nightmares. And many of them had been sedated. Some patients even transferred to other hospitals because of it. The weird thing was that they'd all have exactly the same dream. A dream about some horrifying, disgusting monster staring down at them from their bedside. But really strange stuff started happening after that. There used to be a lot of stray cats around campus looking for scraps from the students. One day the cat suddenly disappeared. They eat a cat? Vanished from the area entirely. And then people stopped walking their dogs around. According to rumors, dogs were refusing to go anywhere near the school. Missing organs. Transplant organs keep disappearing from the storage. Some people came close to losing their jobs over it. And it wasn't just 2 or 3 times that it happened. They tried to keep it from the research students, but we have to hear this. Listen to that. What is that? Something living in the hospital. Janitors will find some strange message every day in the middle of the night. There's something that crawl down the hallway. A weird stain that seems to be closed from the ceiling. Late shift. Same nights that patients were screaming. There's one last story. Oh, that's crazy. Come on. Newborn as of here at night. That's true, the police are coming and you know. As a bishop managed me to all go away. It's a rumor, of course. And it's the summer. Now there's almost no occasion for this campus. So what happened in the summer? Even now, just thinking about it giving me creeps. You? The fuck are you? Yeah, she's dead. Bitch. I'm gonna end it here, okay? I'm gonna end it here. I don't know what to say. Fuck off.